can't stop the feeling.
Okay, joined by Assistant Coach Scott Naylor. Scott, like obviously it's 13 years now since that game down here. Did it feel like a historic game at the time? You scored a couple of tries in it.
It was a big game for me and a couple of other lads because we was ex-Wigan players. You know, for a start, there's myself and Steve Blakely and a couple of other lads that played in that game, and then Andy Gregg, who was the coach again, which then was obviously an ex-Wigan legend. And then we also had some really good players on the back of that playing for us. You know, and it was a strange game for us to play in because nobody gave us a chance because of Wigan's record. But you play them games sometimes and you get to that 50-60 minute mark and all of a sudden you think to yourself, hold on a minute, we're in front of you. And then you start thinking, we can win this. You know, and it's not that you don't think you can win before the game, but when you get to that point where you all of a sudden you're in front and you're quite comfortable in front, you know, and you start thinking, oh, we can do this. And that's how it unfolded. And I just remember the final whistle going, you know, that's what you're waiting for. That, you know, and the final whistle went, and I just remember the pitch. There was just people on the pitch. There was like thousands of people on the pitch.
Yeah, that was
unbelievable.
It was like the biggest. It was like the biggest game.
Let me know when you start again. I'm going to come through.
We're starting now.
Okay, so obviously we're in the queue for the toilets around here, but it's. You saw it, as you're saying, there's like people on the field. I mean, it was the last time really there was like a mammoth crowd at the Willows as well. It'd be good to get that kind of thing back and get the feeling, the buzz around the city again.
It was a really good atmosphere, you know. It was good. It was good when it was like that, you know. And it's good now. You know what I mean? We have some of the probably most vocal spectators in the league. You know what I mean? They like to sing, and when you're winning, they let you know. When you're losing, you know what I mean? They let you know. But it was a good day. I don't remember a lot of games in my career. I had the opportunity, I was lucky, I played in quite a lot of finals and played for my country and things like that. And I don't remember a lot of games for some reason, but that's one of the games that I do.
So it's not actually that different from kind of what's happening now, really. Going to Wigan this week, it's all about kind of giving yourself a chance, isn't it, around about the 60-minute mark and working from there. And that's what the Reds have been doing recently in recent weeks compared to the start of the season.
Well, you can't win a game in the first 20 minutes, but you can lose one. You know, that's some of what I always say in our game. And the last time we played them, I think after 33 minutes it was 10-6. Myself and Sean were talking about what we were going to say at half time, and when we came in at half time it was 22-6. You know, and that 12 points was huge. You know, and it all happened in the space of like 5 minutes. And all of a sudden your half-time team talk's totally different. You know, you're coming at 10-6 and you're talking about going out, changing a few things, working on a few things, you know, a bit harder. But you're in the game. At 22-6 against a team like Wigan, all of a sudden you start thinking, well, you're not giving up, but it becomes a hell of a lot harder to win the game. And that's what happened the last time we was here. But we were totally different sides since then. Worked on a lot of things and spent a lot of time on the training field and spent a lot of time looking at video footage and doing individuals with players and. You know, put a lot of our graft in. You know, the players need a lot of credit.
There's a bit more bounce in the step as well, and just talking to players in general. The difference the wins making everything. You must be going there like, you know, obviously Wigan are favourites, but you'd be quietly confident of putting up a show.
Well, you know, you go to Hull and beat Hull. You go to Leeds and beat Leeds. You go to Huddersfield and beat Huddersfield. You know what I mean? There's no reason why you can't go to Wigan and beat Wigan. You know, it's a big club, big team. You know what I mean? There'll be a lot of people there. That doesn't mean anything to us. You know, we've been to places this year and put performances in that warranted a win. You know what I mean? And we were lucky we came away with a win, but we also deserved it. You know what I mean? We played really well at places like Hull and Leeds and Huddersfield, and we haven't done anything really different since then. But what we are doing is we're willing to win the game in the last minute. You know, we're willing to work hard and win the game. And you know, after 75 minutes, if we're in that game, there's no reason why we can't win it.
Was there any point towards the start of the season when things were going badly, where there was like maybe a bit of a doubt that you could get to this position now? Obviously, 5 wins in the league, a couple of wins in the cup as well. By the halfway stage, that's fairly impressive for a team that's just come up.
You know, at the beginning of the season, if you said at the halfway stage, you know, the position we would be in, then we would have kind of said, well, yeah, you know, we'd take that. Even though we did have, you know, a huge blip for 5 or 6 games, you know, where teams blew us away. And it was disappointing, and it was tough to keep the lads, you know, keep the lads up. And but like I say, you know, a lot of credit's got to go to them because they stuck together and they worked hard and they've come out the other side of it. And we are a far better side than we were then. But there's no reason why we can't go on and win more games now this season and win on Friday and then come back, you know, and go there the week after winning the league, you know, and just carry on winning. And you're going to have games where you don't perform. But you know, if we can perform in 3 out of 5 and come away with 3 wins out of 5, then the season would be in the playoffs. And for a team to get promoted and be in the playoffs, and maybe the Challenge Cup semi-final or final, it's massive achievement. Massive. You know, I don't recall, you know, Cass or Hull KR or Catlands or, you know, doing anything like that with their kibble.
Indeed. Well, obviously, good luck on Friday, mate, and here's to the semi-final. Cheers, Scott. Nice one.
No problem.
Thanks.